In the ancient oceans of Earth 530 million years ago, a thumb-sized fish was about to accomplish the greatest miracle in evolutionary history. To adapt to environmental changes over the next few million years, it began its evolutionary journey. First, the muscles along its spinal cord grew stronger, gradually developing into a powerful tail. Fins slowly appeared, though this transformation didn't happen overnight. Eventually, it evolved a more distinct head, like a natural helmet protecting its vulnerable vital organs. At this stage, it didn't resemble you or me at all. It looked more like a modern suckerfish. Yet this peculiar fish laid the blueprint for our bodies today. A new era had begun, and this pioneer was called Sephilaspis. As peaceful creatures, Sephilaspis primarily ate algae. They had no jaws and couldn't bite. Their hard heads and thick scales usually provided ample protection, but this terrifying era held greater dangers. Their arthropod enemies, scorpion-like creatures, were evolving too. Thus began the Second Great Undersea War. Just look at these sea scorpions' terrifying combat skills. They even broke my camera. 100 million years passed in the blink of an eye. The law of survival of the fittest prevailed everywhere. Now the oceans were dominated by massive camarachras and sea scorpions, forcing other creatures, including our Sephilaspis ancestors, to survive in the margins. Our ancestors' greatest foes were these sea scorpions. Though only about 1 meter long, their armored bodies, bulbous gills, and venomous tail spikes made them deadly predators of Sephilaspis. In response, Sephilaspis evolved an advanced warning system. Their skin developed unique sensors to detect the slightest water vibrations. We've inherited this sensory system in our own skin today. Unlike modern fish, Sephilaspis couldn't sustain high-speed bursts due to their heavy armor. They tired quickly and needed frequent rest. Soon exhausted with the predator closing in, our ancestor made a desperate gamble. It swam frantically forward, then suddenly changed direction with a dramatic drift. Just as the sea scorpion lunged, an even larger predator appeared, a Terraotus. This arthropod giant, over 3 meters long, made quick work of the scorpion, dismembering it in just 2.5 minutes. Clearly, these were ruthless killers. Terraotus's young immediately swarmed to feast on their own kind. In this nightmarish ancient ocean, ferocious predators lurked everywhere. Our Sephilaspis ancestors had nowhere to hide. During breeding seasons, they gathered to migrate to sacred freshwater lakes inland, their only refuge from the sea scorpions. By now, Sephilaspis had developed memory capabilities, recognizing landmarks along their route. This early brain, far more advanced than a sea scorpion's, allowed the first complex problem-solving, a trait that would eventually lead to human cognition. But was land truly safer? The barren continents, hotter than today's Sahara, had no animal life. The toxic atmosphere, oxygen-poor and laden with CO2, seemed inhospitable. Yet our ancestors had no choice. Their great escape to fresh water would change the course of evolution forever.